ran plenty of ad breaks, so we shouldn't get interrupted during any of this. So that's good. Mic test 1 2 1 2.
Got you.
Hi,
sweetie, how are you?
I got you too. All right, let's get going here. This is him, everybody, guys and girls, and everybody, all you non-binary friends in between. Johnny Gioeli is in the house. My goodness, it's the goat. What is up?
How are you? Where is the accent? Where are you calling from?
So my accent is UK, but I am actually calling from ridiculously early in the morning here in Japan, actually. So yeah, this is
how ridiculously early.
How ridiculously early? Like 5:30 in the morning currently. So yeah.
Do you have a fever? Are you okay? What happened?
I will report back later because it's you. It's you of all the people.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, let's start here.
Let's start.
Thank you endlessly for your contribution to the American Heart Association. It's personal to me. I lost my father to heart disease. It's the #1 killer in America.
Yeah,
#1.
I read. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I would have thought something, like cancer or blah blah blah. No, heart disease. And my nephew, who's now in his 30s, had 18 open heart surgeries since he was a baby. And like as adults, we don't want one of these, right? And he's had 18. And I've watched technology grow, and I see what funding does to drive technology, to pay scientists, to learn more, to activate more great products to help people. With these. Anyway, thank you endlessly. I appreciate it.
Like the opportunity came up for something like this. Like I'm aware, and me in the chat are like, of course, would not wish that on anybody to go through something like that. So
No.
yeah, it was absolutely a pleasure of ours to get involved in this and do some really fun stuff. We enjoyed our streams on our end. Let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. So worthwhile, and we're happy with all the stuff that we managed to do.
Thank you. God bless you all. I really appreciate it. So awesome. So awesome. So did you see the Sonic 3 trailer, the new trailer?
Managed to fit. Yes, I have managed to fit that in, like in the time in getting ready. I've had a few more looks at it in that time as well. So very pumped for that one. It's gonna be a bloody good time. Though you say December 20th for a lot of people. Japan has to wait a week longer than that, and that is gonna be like the longest week of my life.
That's what I was gonna ask. That was the next question I was gonna ask you. Okay, a week delayed. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I spoke to the director, to Jeff Fowler, yesterday.
Right.
And through Instagram messaging. And because I'll be in California from the 7th of December to the 19th. And then I'm going directly to the theater on the 20th. And I think the premiere is slated for the 18th. And I'm not sure if I can make my own damn premiere. I'm not sure if I can make the premiere. I have some things going on, and I don't know if I can make it. Anyway, so I reached out to Jeff, and I'm just going to tell you what, and your listeners, what he wrote. Are you interested?
I think we're best be, yeah, for this. Go for it.
Okay. So he writes, "Thanks, Johnny. Great to see such an amazing response from the fans, and the best is yet to come. Live and Learn is gonna rock the Pillars of Heaven next month."
Yes!
And
We're gonna get it.
Finally.
Yes! It's gonna happen. Oh, snap. Like
Yeah.
watching the trailer, I've tried to pick out like what the tune is. I don't know if it's like meant to be what sounds like the song "His World" in the main tunes here. It sounds like that, doesn't it? But it's not like it, I can get the fourth notes, like the dan 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 dan. I always get that, but then the dan da 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 da. That like I didn't get that, but I think that might be it. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it would make sense too, and and I thought it was very smart that they didn't use "Live and Learn." Like they start, the first trailer had it, dun 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 dun.
That first trailer.
Who would have ever thought that would be so iconic? I didn't. When I sent the song to Jun Snowy, I asked him if it was good. I said, "Is this good? Let me just tell you and your whole community what I got." So around 2000, 2001, I was approached, by June after we did Open Your Heart in Adventure, which I didn't write. I just sang on it. So I wasn't emotionally tied to anything yet. So Live and Learn was like my baby. That's why it's tattooed on my arm.
On that swole arm as well. Yo!
Yeah. Woo, baby, there it is. Look at that. 57 years old. Bam! Let's go.
And fit as a fiddle. Look at that, man.
Man, it's crazy. So check this out. So I get, and I wish I could show you, but I can't because it's all confidential shit. But I get a one page. I get a one page from SEGA, and it has drawings on it, hand drawn in freaking pencil.
Yeah.
And then a little description of what the scene is, and it's like, okay, Johnny, write the song. And I wrote Live and Learn. My daughter, who was so young at the time, she goes, "Okay, Dad, like evil Eggman does this," and she's explaining like the scene, and I'm like, "Okay, I think I have enough." And I went into the studio and I wrote Live and Learn. I turned it in. I said, "Is it good? Is it good?" And June again said, "Freaking awesome!" I'm like, "Okay," and the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Yeah, you have to. Like people, I don't think people quite realize that songwriting is like really a hard gig, isn't it? It must feel like, because like you said, you think you get like there's all of these like documents that come in, like what are you gonna write for, who is this character, what themes do you want to have like implemented into this, but then as you said, you got one page of like drawings for, you assume, a cutscene or something, and that's all you get. Make a song out of this, and lo and behold, you made a banger.
Yeah, think about like think about a movie, and you're scoring a soundtrack. You see the scene of people are running up the hill. You're like, okay, cool. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. You have something visual that can trigger and spark creativity. I had stick drawings, man. That's all I had. I had absolute, as we say in Italian, gugats. I had nothing. I had nothing. So, but it worked out. And then from there, I learned what this community is all about.
Yeah.
I wasn't in touch. I wasn't emotionally in touch at that point because I didn't understand how important the music with the game meant to people.
Right, yeah.
And what how it affected so many people's childhoods in a beautiful way, became their safe place. You know what I mean? And oh man, it's the greatest legacy of my career. And I have oh my god, I have 104 albums released worldwide.
Wow.
104. But this is the most important part of my life by far.
Really good. Yeah, I can tell you like my turning point with the band here was at the Sonic Heroes time, getting to the final boss and hearing what I'm made of for the very first time. Really enjoying that, and then just finding myself for hours upon end just sat on my bed, SCART TV in front of me, like old CRT, just in the music player, just having what I'm made of, and air drumming, literally everything, air guitaring, everything. That's where I thought, yep, I'm into butt rock now. This is gonna be it for me.
That's it. Try to reach inside of me, try to take my energy.
Fantastic.
So fun.
But that's really interesting though. Yeah, you consider this like one of one of, if not like the best part of the entire writing career is doing stuff like this. But then, and you talk about like the music is a big part of why people enjoy the series and enjoy the Sonic games as it is, because it's always perceived as one of the best parts of the games, even if like the game itself isn't that great, like in the people's eyes. Yeah, so does that, I wonder if that at all, like considering what people consider the high points and low points, quote marks, of the Sonic series, does that change like the perceptions maybe of what the kind of the music that you create for those games, like particularly for a game that doesn't like perform well critically? Does that alter your perceptions at all?
That is an absolutely awesome question, and I think the straight answer on this is quite simple. I'm not a gamer. I've never played one of those games. I couldn't even hold a controller properly. I don't know the X from the A from the B. I have no idea. So with that, I don't have or measure any expectation on the game. My job is to create a song that has the most impact on that scene and to try to bring it to a level to bring people to a good place. You'll never hear one of my songs that is like, you know, oh, I hate myself. You'll never. Can you name anything that I've done that's... No.
Not that you've done. It would have to be the other artists that might have done similar to that, but not from you, no.
Yeah,
not straight
from
away.
Me. That's just not my thing. And so I want to always create uplifting, great, safe place, emotional, songs. So to answer your question, I've heard from friends like, oh, that song is really great, but that game sucked. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you. You don't have a horse in that race. That's
I don't
that's
have
fair
a horse in that
enough.
race
Yeah.
at all. I love that.
You're only there for the one job, and the one job is you do it, you make what you make, and yeah, luckily a lot of people still say that your part of the games is a really good part. So yeah.
Thank you. Oh God, I love you. Thank you. It's so amazing. It's so amazing when fans, and I hate calling it family. It's become family now because it's been such a long. It's just been such a long history of everyone not swaying. It's like anyone who's a Sonic fan or a Crush 40s fan has been as long as they can remember, and just not like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to take a right turn now, and I'm going to take a left turn now, and you know what I mean? We're still here. And I was talking to another like YouTuber, Switcher, Twitcher, whatever. I'm so old, I don't know all this shit.
It's bad.
Yeah, Switcher, Twitcher, whatever. And I was explaining, I did this convention in Santiago, Chile, and there were 20,000 fans that showed for the show. I was doing a Crush show, and a kid came up to me just crying at a meet and greet, and I said, "What is up?" And I held this kid. I'm like, "Oh, well, kid. Anyone who's younger than 57, I call a kid." So this kid who's probably like 25, 30, whatever.
Yeah.
I said, "What's up?" He goes, "When I was in school, I was bullied. I was called a nerd. I was called other names that I can't mention." And he's crying. He goes, "Look at us now." And he points, and there's 20,000 people in this arena. And I go, "You were not wrong. You were never wrong. You were never wrong. Look at us. Look at us." And it's just, you know what I mean, right? And here we are. And now Sonic is like bigger than anything. It's just a metropolis of happiness.
That hit right there, I hope you realize. That did hit right there in the middle, just right in the heart, because, yeah, not quite, like, not on the level of being pure, like, bullied for it, but, people think, you listen to this music from this game about this, like, ridiculous blue hedgehog that just runs really fast everywhere. That's a bit weird. You don't listen to the chart stuff or anything, like, what we all do is, like, I do that, and, yeah. We found the families we've grown up. Just like you realize that there's a lot more people that did that, and we all get together. We make big events like that just amazing for everybody that's there, change lives, and
there's a connection there that
fill the emotion.
there's an emotional connection that's unexplainable, and doesn't need any analysis. It's just, it is what it is, and it's freaking wonderful, and I love it. And it took me years. I'm a little bit ashamed because it took me years to really figure it out, because it was just, for me at first, it was job, focus on the job, write the best song for the scene, right, and I wasn't involved in the community. And now obviously you guys are all my family, and it's just been so cool. And now the song's in the movie, which I've been pushing for years, but they were right. They knew the right time to put the song in, and wow, just amazing.
Yeah, in our chat right now, we've got Johnny here, like chords of steel, and able to just open the waterworks from people. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh my god, my eyes are watering right now. That was profound. Holy goddamn, goddamn, my dude."
Thank you, everybody. It's true. It's true. Like I said, out of everything I've done, this has been the most important part of my musical life. And exactly, right? And who would think? Who would think that a blue hedgehog could have such an impact on us? But it brings us to a happy place. Yeah, and I've got some statues down here. I got all this stuff.
Got everything.
I have so much stuff. And I have all the games. Well, I gave a lot of them away through charitable events. Anything that Sega sent me, I gave through donation. But I still have a bunch of games, and they're all wrapped. And a lot of my friends, this is what I want to say. So a lot of my friends are like, "Oh my God, you have that game?" I go, "Yeah, I don't play them. So going back to that Chile experience and the 20,000 and the kids, the kid crying about this, about how being bullied. Some of my closest friends, I learned about I'm going to call them kids coming up. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're writers, they're this. And they play games non-stop.
We are everywhere.
Yes!
Can't escape us.
You are all aliens taking over. That's awesome. I love
That's
it.
Great. That's great.
It's so cool.
So it must mean a lot. Like, now you've got, now you feel like you have a chance to, over the years, get more involved with seeing people who've taken your work, grown up with it, appreciated it, and loved it, and now, I don't want to assume or anything. Like, I know you probably want to keep this going for as long as you can, but I know that it's not going to be around forever, that kind of thing. But I just want to think about, like, when the time comes that the torch gets passed on, and it's kind of, I like to think like it's already kind of happened. Like some of the Sonic Symphony shows, like, of course you can't be there for every single one of them, so we've got all these other artists and other singers that come in to do the shows. The one I went to in Tokyo was all the songs in the rock portion was sung by an absolutely amazing vocalist, Adrienne Cowan. She did those, and she's like, she screams, she growls, she sings her heart out. She stole my heart that night. And so you seeing, like, not just like people performing like your works, but more artists get involved with writing and producing the songs for all the games that come out right now. You've got people like Kellen Quinn get involved in music, Hoobastank, and all those kind of guys coming in. So is there any point where you get to become, I'm going to borrow a Japanese term here, you get to be the sensei in the situation? Like, do these guys sort of come to you for anything regarding what to do about the music they make for a game, or how to perform the music that you've made, or maybe like vice versa, you seek them out and say, "Hey, you got to do it like this. You got to try this," and like that.
Absolutely fantastic question. And all these people that you mentioned are all my friends. Mm-hmm. And let's take T. Lopes for example.
Oh, T. Lopes.
Yes, so T calls me Legend. So he'll text me and he'll say, "Legend, I have a question." And I always say exactly what you said. I go, "T, Mason Lieberman, Kellen," I said, "I am passing the torch, okay? I have done all I've wanted to do." Mm-hmm. Now, listen, I can obviously still sing, I can still write. But what I have done, I have done. And I don't know if there's any more left to do. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like it's run its course for me. I'm so proud of it, and I'm happy to pass the torch. As a matter of fact, Kellen and I are working on something together, and with both our voices, and we're still talking about it, and we're doing I've done this remake, and anyway, we're talking about adding him into it, and anyway, so I mean, we're all connected, we're all friends. I did like Mason Lieberman, I did a session with him in Boston, and he goes, every time I became a singer because of you, and I try to emulate you, and so to be in the studio, and he would just come in and go, wow, and I'm like, what, dude, you sing what? He goes, it's just so weird to hear I'm in the control room and you're like, what? Anyway, I go, no. You are the new breed. You are the new. I am going to start to gracefully bow out and go fishing. Take over. I'm good with that. I never go like, oh man, Kellen got that song. Oh man, no, I'm so happy. All this talent.
That is
so much talent.
Yeah, that's a brilliant attitude. Like, it's not like people are taking the work away from you. Like like you said, you feel like everything has been done up to this point. You'll keep it going for as long as you can, but there's always opportunity for the fresh blood to come in and bring something new to the table. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something funny that SEGA said. So, Jun Senoue, June was pushing hard in these last couple of years to do some more Crush 40 work, and SEGA came back to him. Of course, he's an employee of SEGA, and they said, you guys are just too old. I'm like, what? What the hell? And I'm like, that's old, come on. So anyway, we laughed so hard. I said, June, they're not wrong. We need to modernize and bring the fresh creative juices into this thing. It's okay, but we laughed so hard. He started laughing. He's like, in his Japanese accent, he said, they said we are too old. I laughed my ass off.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Okay, so the old guys. Anyway, I love this new talent. I think Sonic, the whole franchise, is at its all-time like reset. Like it's like starting again, right? But at like this huge high. You know what I mean? Like,
it is the renaissance. The past couple of years, we as fans, we are eating. We are eating right now. Great comics, great TV shows, great games coming out. The hopefully three very, very good Paramount movies are going to come out very soon. Like I said, that week between 20th and 27th next month is going to be the longest week of my goddamn life. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there as close as I can to opening day. My closest cinema that plays it, I'm there. I'm absolutely there for it.
So based on what Mr. Fowler said, look, I am just as passionate for the movie and for the song. I'm proud of it. When a song plays, however it plays, so here's what I don't know. This is great for your community to understand. I licensed the song, it's my song, I own it directly to Paramount, right?
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want with it. They can have another singer sing it. I hope they don't. And so there was some restructuring at Paramount, and a lot of my people that I worked with doing this are no longer with the company. So I really don't know what they're doing. But according to Jeff, it sounds like, I sent all my vocal stems and stuff. It sounds like they're, gonna hopefully use some of the raw format. I don't know. But when it happens in the movie, I'm going to scream and possibly urinate myself. Because when you get older, it's a little difficult to hold on to stuff. And I don't care. I'm bringing a diaper. I'm going for it. I can't wait. I'm like a damn kid. I will do it. It's going to be great.
This little hedgehog makes me feel like a kid, but that is like a really good feeling, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
really
cool.
good.
It's so cool.
It is so cool. It is so cool.
So cool.
Right, that's your advice. That's your advice from Johnny Chat. Bring your diapers to the premiere when you go and see it, because whenever it is, you're gonna scream, you're gonna poop, you're gonna pee, you're gonna be just so excited. Yeah. I'm ready.
It's gonna happen. Listen, it's a natural thing. It's gonna happen. So
let it happen. I'm sure I will. I'm sure everybody gonna plan to see it as well. It's gonna have a lot of fun as well. Yeah.
We will be handing out Sonic diapers at the theaters. So just pick one up before you walk in, slip it on, you'll be ready to go. Because everyone's going to themselves when they see this movie. It is awesome. It is. And you know that they're still working on the post-production right now. So it's just a little information for you guys. They're still tidying up the graphics and the effects and stuff like that. And it's, I mean, right to the wire. So it's going to be so freaking cool. But anyway,
so good.
I want to thank you immensely. I have to get on to another call. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But again, thank you to you, your community, whoever contributed to the Heart Association. So personal for me.
Yes.
And if I can ever do anything for you, please reach out. Please reach out. Instagram, message me. I do check those as much. I mean, I get thousands of messages, but on the weekends, it's like my thing. I wake up really early. I'm a little weird of a rocker guy. I'm like to get up like 4:35 in the morning, like you did today, and sit and have my coffee and answer messages, as many as I possibly can. Those messages are real from me. So if you need me, reach out and I will help you with whatever you need.
Yeah,
we're in this together.
Yeah. We are in this
together.
In
it to win it, baby. In it to win it.
We are all here. We are among you all. You can't run from us forever. But yeah, I gotta say, I think not just my heart, everybody's heart in this chat right now with the stuff that you've talked about today, Johnny. Thank you so much for doing so, and you're more than welcome for the not just the actual fundraising, but the signal boosting for the cause that you set up, like Profound, and we were only too happy to help. Lots of hugs in the chat for you as well right now, and
thank
lots of hugs.
Thank you all.
You've opened the waterworks. You've made us all laugh today, and this has been. You've been wonderful. There's no other word for it. You've been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just Johnny. Listen, I'm just Johnny. I sing and I write, and I'm just like everybody else. And I will also have my diaper on too. So with that, take care, everyone. Thank you again. I love you all.
I love you too. We love you all, Johnny, as well. This has been a privilege and a pleasure. Thank you so much. And your rest of the day. Have a good day. Take care now.
Thank you. Get some rest.
I need to go to work soon, unfortunately, but afterwards I will. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you again too.
I'll be fine. Yeah. Thank you so much, Johnny, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Thank you too. Bye.
Bye.